Nope, Hollywood Rock returned on SmackDown, and he cut a promo.
A vest.
And you said here, did this promo hit for you? And listen, it's The Rock, man. Most times that dude comes out, he could fucking just, I'm in this city, who wants to smell what I'm cooking, and I'm fucking loving it. You know what I mean? The nostalgia's pumping through these veins. This promo did not hit for me at all. I did not enjoy this very much. I think the idea of Rock turning heel as a pivot because they made some dumbass booking decisions previous to this is fine. I don't mind Rock being heel. He's very good at talking. He's very good at running down these Cody crybabies that we have to deal with all these times now. A bunch of George Cruzes and Mike Chiari's out here in their...
What?
In their Cody...
Not Mike Chiari.
Yeah, bullshit. That's why you got the jacket. I know you got those Cody jammies, too. I know you got the Cody Rhodes jammies. So
I thought we all got the jammies. Am I the only one that ordered them?
BJ's over here trying to pitch me to fucking wear 3 shirts like we're the 3 amigos of losers. And I'm trying to wear the matching jammies like winners.
Sombreros.
Like winners. You want to wear sombreros, too? Okay.
No,
I mean, actually, was with the jammies and the sombreros, like we're definitely gonna get on TV. Who was our friend who was the camera operator for WWE? Jess Hale, maybe?
Jess Hale, yeah.
Yeah, Jess, listen. We're gonna be with sombreros, okay, and these jammies, okay? You gotta keep an eye out for us.
Do you remember, like, back in, like, for whatever reason, like, the late 90s, it was popular at, like, every, like, carnival and shit where you could win, like, a Dr. Seuss-looking hat, and it would have, like, random things on it.
Of course.
That's what we should wear.
I never forget
Bring
one
it
of the first times I realized I was a complete fucking loser and somebody made me feel that way as a teenager. I wore that hat. I won one of those hats, right? And I wore it out. And I remember an older kid grabbed it. No, just like hanging out, and there was like a couple girls there and a couple dudes there. And the older dude grabbed the hat off my head, and he said, "You look like a fucking loser with this hat on," and threw it on my lap. I never wore it again. So, like, a little bit of bullying.
So he helped you.
A little bit of like I said, I always say this, it's like steroids. A little bit of bullying is a good thing. So, anywho, Hollywood Rock.
He told you were a fucking loser.
Well, guess what? I didn't know where the line was, because I didn't even know I crossed
That's not bullying. That's just helping you out.
Yeah, well, it's definitely bullying. He fucking called me a fucking loser and took my hat off. So, yeah. But, like, look, I deserved it, okay? Okay? So, I deserved it. Mike, I'm going to toss to you, Hollywood Rock. Thoughts on the whole main event scene? Thoughts on them? Because we haven't really talked about it. They fucked up, and we were like, where do they go from here? And then they did a press conference that was pretty fine. And then, honestly, I think they have done a terrible job pivoting. And I actually now think it's going to be a tag team match on night 1, and then Cody versus fucking Roman on night 2. And
wow.
I'm less excited.
So the Rock segment, it hit for me because it always does, because it's The Rock, and I love The Rock, and I love especially heel Rock, because that's really when he first made an impression on me when I was a kid watching, like him transitioning from that lame babyface character, joining the Nation, and then letting his personality come out, and like this, to me, it was like a throwback to that. Like, I specifically remember going to a house show, and he's like, "This is without question the biggest collection of trailer park trash I've ever laid eyes on," and then he uses that line in this.
That's when he was face.
No! He was a heel. But I love that shit. The only thing I would say that was, like, kind of weird about the promo was him, like, claiming that, like, Cody getting a rematch, like, that's not how it works. But, like, he won the Rumble, so that is how it works.
That's literally how it works.
But, I think, and BG and I we kind of talked about this, and it's definitely a theory that's floating around. I think this is all a ruse, ultimately. The way that this is going makes me think that it was never going to be Rock and Roman. Like, it really was a work from the start. And that the whole Cody line about, I'm going to face you, but not at WrestleMania, and I've been talking to some people, and getting some advice, and this is one of those people, and it's The Rock, and he comes out. It's like, and the way they, like, went away from that, we're like, this makes no fucking sense. Like, why would he say that? And then they go back on it, and, like, this makes no sense. But I think the only way it makes sense is if The Rock and Cody were in cahoots from the beginning. And if you go back and watch that, segment where Cody kind of, like, steps aside, and The Rock steps in and has a stare down with Roman, like, they have, like, Rock whispering in Cody's ear, and then Cody walks away, and he smiles
What did
for a
Jordan
second.
say to Larry Bird? I hate your fucking face or something like that.
No, it was Larry Bird to Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Fuck you, motherfucker. That's exactly what The Rock said to Cody, and Cody said to The Rock right there.
No, it's not what happened.
No!
It was all part of the plan.
Not like Donny.
And,
No!
So honestly, I just think that The Rock is pretending to be a heel. He's pretending to be a member of the Bloodline, and he's going to have a huge hand in screwing over Roman at WrestleMania and Cody winning the title, and then that's how you get to Roman against The Rock, you know, whether it's at next year's WrestleMania or, you know, maybe SummerSlam or something like that. I just think that the whole heel character it's a ruse. It's not legitimate, and that's how, you know, Roman is kind of gonna, and the Bloodline really as a whole is gonna come crumbling down, is by The Rock destroying it from the inside. And that's what I think Cody was talking about when he said, like, I don't want to just take the title from you, I want to take everything from you. This is how he takes everything from him.
He's gonna marry his wife. Brandon Galvin?
Oh my god. Nah, then he has to take all those fucking kids.
Listen, dude, with them titties. BJ? A lot of respect.
Who are you talking about?
Doesn't matter, go ahead.
Are you talking about Brandy or Roman's wife?
Yo, your call, brother. Yo, dealer's choice on that one. I'll take them both.
Jesus.
I can't help you now.
No. The promo overall, I guess it did hit, but The Rock, ever since he's come back over the years, like, he does this thing where it's not as fluid as he was when he was really a regular wrestler. And so there's just times where, like, doesn't, like, flow properly, I feel like. But I enjoy him, like, running down the crowd. He's like, I'll smack the herpes off your fucking lips. Like, I love that. You know, he's pointing right at Roman Reigns, and he's like, you're gonna lose. Talking about Cody, but pointing at Roman Reigns, are you gonna lose the championship? He doesn't know how to put the fucking one up in the air. It's really weird. Gun Club for life, right? What's going on with that? Why is he doing that? I'll have to believe that none of that is by mistake. That has to be on purpose. And I'm just very upset that we're not getting Roman Reigns and The Rock anymore. Like, we had to get this fucking rematch. We saw a great match last year. I personally want to see a rematch. And I wanted to see The Rock wrestle. It's like, now I gotta go to fucking WrestleMania 41 to see this guy wrestle, maybe.
Well, maybe we will see him wrestle.
I hope we do.
If they do the tag team match.
I would love for there to be that tag team match because they really set it up at the press conference. Because otherwise, Seth Rollins looked like such shit at that press conference. Like, such an afterthought.
He looks like such an idiot regardless of what happens,
really
for the
does.
record.
Yeah, he really does.
But you could salvage it with at least having him in a match with The Rock. And also that salvages night one, which was going to be Punk and fucking Rollins, and you're losing people left and right here.
Yeah, that is true. I do believe more and more that there's going to be a double turn in this match where Seth tries to screw over Cody but fails because The Rock ultimately screws over Reigns.
That would make a lot of sense for why Seth is acting the way he's acting.
Yeah, because Seth
obviously, like, I get that he would want to take down Roman because he's been, like, talking shit on Roman and they have their history or whatever, but otherwise it's like, but why would he do it at the expense of, like, being buddy-buddy with Cody when he, like, his whole character is like, this dude beat me 3 times in a row, including with a ruptured titty, and I fucking hate this guy, so why am I being so nice to him?
Yep. I don't understand why he's doing that, why he really cares about... Why does he really care about Reigns when you're on your own show with your championship and you're talking about how that's the championship? So I don't know why he really cares that much about Reigns.
Maybe Seth screws him in the tag team match night 1. Like, if they do that in the main event. And then, like, so he doesn't have Seth to help him the next night.
Yeah.
And then that's where The Rock does the turn.
The tag team match would be so awesome for a main event for night 1. I don't know if they're going to do it.
No, you're going to have that tag team match night 1, then you're going to have Roman and Seth pulling double duty on night 2. You have fucking main event with Cody and Roman, and then you have Drew stealing the title from Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, The Rock has, like, been training to wrestle, so I don't know, like, I don't think he'd do that and then not wrestle.
Mm-hmm. I do think that they made a pivot, though.
They definitely pivoted. Mike's being you're being such a cuck if you think that. It still makes no sense.
It
makes more sense.
Why the fuck would Cody say not at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
That one line threw everything off for me. With anything that, like, we want to say it's a work, it's a shoot, all this shit, that one line throws everything off for me. I don't know why you would fucking say that line if the ultimate plan is for him to actually take the championship at WrestleMania. Doesn't make sense.
Well, whatever. Speaking of things,
but what I will say is, like, if that was the case, then why on that very night did they not make Roman versus The Rock official for WrestleMania? You know?
No,
let it simmer for days.
I think they wanted it to be at that press conference, and then they had the whole weekend of everyone going fucking crying about Cody, and then they probably made a pivot. Because
I don't know if they would have cared, because
no, they
the
definitely
mainstream
care.
Still would love Rock and Roman, so I don't know that they really would have cared.
No, they
that much.
Listen, dude, you cannot listen. I cannot sit here and I don't know for certain. None of us do, but I can't sit here in good conscience. Yeah, I can't sit here in good conscience and watch what happened and not think they changed it, because it was obvious from the things that Cody said, the way Rock was handling it, and the way that they handled the press conference, that something changed from this point to this point, and the fans caused that. That's bottom line, and that's what I think happened.
And because even at the press conference, The Rock came out, he's taking in all the boos. Before that, he's on the McAfee show talking about the Cody crybabies.
Yeah.
He's leaning into the heel character, but then at the press conference, he runs down Cody and says, but you know what? Me and Roman, we're going to have this fucking one-on-one match at WrestleMania. And then Cody comes out and says, no, I won the Royal Rumble, fuck you both. And now we go into full-blown Rock is part of the bloodline.
Yeah. I just don't, because then you were going to do Cody versus Seth, but you've been purposely building
that's what they built.
McIntyre this huge fucking way.
It was going to be a multi-man match with Sami Zayn in there. We talked about that. We watched the segment where he came out and was like, I'm going to fight you, pretty much.
It was maybe going to be the direction, but then Drew beat Sami twice. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm honestly less excited for WrestleMania than I was a month ago.
Yeah, me, big time. I told you it was going to blow. I was right again.
The only thing that I'm really less excited about is the fact that we're not getting Punk, which sucks. Because,
well, that does suck. I'm glad I went to see him.
I would love to see Rock versus Roman. That's a dream match for me, but it's also going to be cool, even though I'm more of a Roman fan than a Cody fan, but it's a historic moment that Roman's title reign is going to end and we're going to be there.
That windbreaker is going to be so maxed out.
If The
Rock's going to be involved, and they're going to build towards Rock versus Roman anyways.
We could have seen it, though. We could have seen Rock and Roman. That fucking blows.
Where's next year's?
They don't know yet. The debating between Vegas and Minnesota is what the rumor is.
So Vegas. So Vegas, literally. Holy shit. Where are we going? Minnesota or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
It's titties or fucking Birkenstocks.
A stadium in Minnesota.
That's fine, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be fucking 21 inches of snow in April. Jimmy Uso screws Jey Uso against Gunther. So my question here is, okay, great. Jimmy versus Jey, we knew it was going to happen. This is how they're getting to it. We kind of mentioned this last week. Great. Perfect. Here's my problem. I was doing a winners and losers article for WrestleMania for Bleacher Report, and I had to put Gunther as a fucking loser. Because he was good. He was the guy against Brock, essentially, in all of our minds, and that's gone. So what is left for Gunther? That's going to be, okay, you could say Braun Breaker, right?
That's what people are saying. That's what I thought it was going to be, but he's on SmackDown, so it's not going to be that.
Yeah, so...
but we are going to get something that's going to be good, and I know what it is.
Okay, tell me.
It's Sami Zayn, 100%.
Okay. No offense
to talked about Sami Zayn before, he's kind of the perfect opponent for him.
But to me, that is such a step down for Gunther.
I mean, it's almost when Brock was removed from the equation.
I don't know. That's the problem. I feel it's just there's no way they can salvage. Listen, Sami Zayn's maybe the best other option, but the other option is still not anywhere. You know what I mean? I just feel let down.
We all undoubtedly wish we could have got that match.
He just wanted the girl to piss on him. It's not even a big deal, dude.
He just wanted the picture of it.
We don't know that he wanted her to piss out. He just wanted her to piss in general. We know that's what we know.
That's what we know. That's what we know.
Unfortunately, we're not getting it, but I think Sami and Gunther is fucking incredible. That's the closest thing to Daniel Bryan versus Gunther that you can get, I would say.
Gunther has bangers left and right. Totally understood. But it's just, I can't help, as somebody who's going to the show, the spectacle, it was Gunther and fucking Brock. I was like, it's going to be Goldberg and Brock. It's going to be a fucking smash fest. It's going to be fucking brutal. And Sami Zayn's going to get his ass kicked by Gunther, and then he's going to overcome it and win the championship. And I fucking do love that too. It's just not what. I will say this. I'll clap.
The card that we had 1 month ago was so good. I have dreams about that.
And this ain't it.
I think this is still going to be a very good card. Not as good as that card because we don't have fucking CM Punk. We don't have Brock. But
it would not surprise me if Gunther retains against Sami Zayn. Because what a lot of people think is maybe Sami Zayn wins Money in the Bank. and then goes and cashes in for that championship. Not the Intercontinental Championship, but like just.
I was gonna say that's fucking stupid, but yeah, World Championship, got it.
He's not Austin Theory.
Yeah, well, Austin Aries too. That's fine. That's fine. But Jimmy J is gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. And honestly, if we don't get this like tag team match, as much as I love Bayley, I feel like Jimmy and Jay would be an awesome main event for night one.
I mean,
we talked about it a little bit yesterday. I think that's gonna open one of the two nights. Personally.
God, we love that shit.
Yeah,
huh?
like if that opened night one, like
that's Brett Owen, brother.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that, and I think that with Jimmy and Jay, the things that they say about Jimmy and Jay, where like they have a reverence for the business. I think in their head they're thinking the same thing we're thinking. They are thinking 10. They're thinking I want to be Brett Owen.
I think they're thinking main event. They've spoken about it.
Yeah,
well, all I know is that they've both said their dream matches against each other at WrestleMania, and it's cool that they're getting that.
Yep. That's going to be that could be like match of the weekend, to be honest.
Especially with like how over Jay is as a babyface. He's been awesome. Jimmy, he's been used kind of like a lackey, but I think this is the type of match that gives him, some stroke as like a singles guy. Because him and Jay, I think, are having a amazing
I enjoyed the angle on Raw of him coming, cloaked up, basically ringing the bell. I kind of always love that stuff, and so I thought that was fun. I thought it was a good way, and it's like Jay had the fucking win right there. So I thought that was
the
very
entire
fun.
usage of the Bloodline was great on Raw with them screwing over Cody, and it was basically like a replay of WrestleMania last year.
And it's going to be a replay of WrestleMania.
Over a Cody ally in Jay.
Well, I also think that, mark my words, it's what's going to happen. That same exact thing that they just did going to happen at WrestleMania too. But he's going to kick out of it.
100%. 100%.
Yes, but again, Jimmy J is going to be fucking. And like I said, this is one of those matches where it really doesn't matter how poorly Jimmy has looked. Well, Jay has looked super strong. But Jimmy has been pretty much mid and in the background for a lot of stuff, playing third fiddle sometimes. But that doesn't matter.
I think
you're going to get two brothers in the ring fucking stomping each other and fucking being like, no one could sell harder for you and try hard. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you dream of. My twin brother and I, it's like, we depend on each other. We have been our whole lives. One more time, dude. Let's fucking do it for the world. So they're going to fucking, you're right. This could steal the show.
I think moving forward, though, for the next month, we are going to get a different Jimmy. Because now you're focused on this one-on-one with just Jay. Like, their promos last year were amazing.
Well, this also lays into the fucking main storyline, because if Jimmy is so I'm so fucking focused on Jay, whatever, with fucking Solo and Roman,
Right.